What's up, everybody? Welcome to the morning show. My old brain is fresher in the morning. Welcome, everybody. International Master William Pascal here with Astrobait and Troll on a Roll. Guys, it's good to see you. Good to be back. We had a good Ponda Swiss Rapid tournament yesterday. I thought, just for fun, before we get started, we could review. That was my profile. All right, where's my profile? Looking at somebody else's profile. Here. I thought we could review Ponda and Horses Club tournament. Here. Sparkle Horse, Cormorant, and Aldisto. I had some interesting games against DK Guy, especially Mr. Slowhand. Just to kind of wake myself up, analyze the position for a minute before I start the first game. We're taking challenges 5-3 through 7+3, unusual openings. This opening against DK Guy yesterday was kind of fascinating. He played 1-1-1-1-18. I had 2-1-0-18, but look at all that white. I was black. DK Guy got up to plus 2.7, plus 2.8 at one point in this game. This was not good, but I thought it was a fun opening. Now we're going to focus on unusual openings today, but I just thought to wake myself up to look at this for a minute. Because I was looking at it last night. I had trouble going to sleep, and I was looking at this opening. This looks like a good opening for black. This was a kind of unusual move, but it seems interesting. Aronian playing this twice. He seems well prepared here. I had never played this before. E3. And what's the engine say? I was looking at this on my phone and it's really pretty weak, so. The phone analysis. Phone analysis variation. Gordon Taylor. Who's Gordon Taylor? Good question. Never heard of him. I know who Hildardo is. But, who the heck is Gordon Taylor? I've heard of Tim Taylor. E4 and Queen E1, and he had like this prepared. He played Queen E1 instantly. I mean, I guess it's the only move. It's not even the only move, though. H3? How does H3 not like lose a piece here? H3? I'm sorry? What? What? It's a piece sacrifice. Oh my god. Anyways, I was proud of DK Guy. Plays this really cool move, Queen E1, just instantly. So this was a fun game. Queen E3, dubious. I don't think so. Why would the engine give the best move a dubious sign? It's not the best move. I looked at this last night with the phone. I didn't like Bishop D2. Strange. I thought Queen E3 was better. So, he acted like he knew this. Queen takes D4 or something. But this seems logical. So we got this position. Knight G4, Knight G4, Queen E4, Knight F6. And I'm deeper than the engine. My intuition is stronger than an engine. Queen D3, Rook E8. This is an interesting position where he should have played King H1. And white is better. I thought this was best. Anyways, played bishop d5. And I looked at this, but I didn't find the following move, knight b6. I don't think I would ever play that. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, to hit the c4 pawn. But I looked for like cool discoveries here, didn't find anything. So I just gave up on this variation. Anyway, good game to DK guy. I'm going to take challenges, unusual openings. Subscribers first. For some reason, the subscribers don't really like to challenge me first. Health Master is a sub. He looks like the only one. I'm good, thank you. Pretty good. Considering there's like a global pandemic still going on. Various superstorms pounding the earth. Space trash and debris falling to the atmosphere. Other than that, I'm good. Troll in a roll. Health Master. So what? Health Master first. Troll, you're not a subscriber. Very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I hate those like streamers who like demand people in their community like give that guy a sub. Anybody know who does that? That's annoying, you know. I'm not gonna like command people to like donate subscribers to my stream. Like it's such an asinine thing to do. Anyway, but I'd like to see you become a subscriber again. Dragonoid. Dragonoid, you're not Dragon B, right? Dragon B, we noticed one of our old viewers here. I thought he'd been lurking around on lichess, but hadn't been to the stream in a long time. It's okay if you leave the stream, don't be ashamed to come back. Admit you're wrong. No, seriously, guys, let's play. All right, Health Master, our only subscriber challenging right now. I promise to play unusual openings. I don't usually arrange them in advance with my opponents. We just see what we get. I don't know what a Knock Manson gambit is. Something with Charles Manson. It's like a mix between Hikaru and Charles Manson. It's like how Hikaru will play when he starts like a death cult. The Danish and the Budapest sound good. Standard gambits. It's hard to play something unusual against b6, but we can try. Play a4. I like b3 a5 with black, so this has to be okay. No, but frankly, most of the time when I play b3 a5, I'm probably not going to follow up with e5 and give him a target. I would probably follow up with like e3, you know, so probably e3 would be ideal here after having played a4. I could definitely sacrifice this pawn for development. I'm not sure it's sound, but it looks fun. Principled response. That's development. We got one tempo already. Can I get another one? Maybe 3. One pawn is worth approximately 3 tempi. And that bishop could be a target there as well. A little bit out of position. Misplaced, maybe. I want to see some nice fundamental mistakes here from my 1400 rated opponent. Has he gone up? Wasn't he 1300 last week? Have you gained like 100 rating points since last week, or is it just my imagination? Yeah, you gained 100 rating points. You just gain 100 rating points a week until you're like 2200. And you'll be up to speed. The knight's kind of hard to get rid of because d6, bishop e5 check. You have to forfeit his right to castle. I think that white has compensation for the sacrificed pawn. Did I miss something here? I think I did. No, I needed this move first. I'm sort of threatening something, sort of. No, maybe I wasn't. Maybe I'm lying. Well, bishop e5 check now. Clearly. Well, let's not be so hasty. But I guess it wins material. Material isn't everything. We win the exchange, but we're already down a pawn, so maybe it's not that bad for black. He played the Owen defense. It's extremely hard to think of something unusual against the Owen defense. So I just played a4. Now I have an interesting gambit. You know, it's lucky for me that on bishop c6, f6, I have knight takes bishop check. Otherwise, like, my bishop could get trapped. I might not even have enough material for my investment. Same thing on queen d6. Bishop's fate is sealed. It's my turn. Thanks for letting me know. Alright, now we have all kinds of fun moves. Bishop takes d5. Hey, is that good? He has some weird stuff here. Knight b4, queen d6. f6. Yeah, whatever. All right. Pawn is a pawn. Oh, dropped a piece. No. My king can castle. Get out of here. Get out of here. Someone suggested bishop b7, but I don't... Yeah, bishop b7, knight b4. Anyways. I don't know. Well, anyway. It's hard to say. Maybe it was better. I won a substantial amount of material. Well, I mean, I'm up in exchange, and I'm castled. Castling isn't always good. Can be overrated. We need more stock phrases. Things aren't always as they seem. Just don't get mated. That's a famous one. Look both ways when you cross the street. I like that. DK guy, I just I didn't feel like starting a game right away. So before I started, I just threw that game that we played up there on the analysis board because I thought that was one of the more interesting games from yesterday, frankly. just to get my brain working, I looked at our opening from yesterday. G5. I'm not going to take that. I guess I should, though, objectively. Is it just me, or Health Master's pieces never go backwards? They only go forward? Does that seem like a thing? Is some sort of like, I don't want to trade queens that bad. Algorithm. This is the word I was looking for. He only goes forward. It's something of a disadvantage to only be able to go forward. Normally you might want to retreat sometimes. But Health Master has this very strange sort of style. I don't know. It's very hard to get a feel for it. Not winning the queen is probably the best. It's very tempting to win his queen. I would say I should probably take his queen with knight c7 check. I was paranoid about rook h1 mate. I don't like there even being a ghost of a chance that there's a mate there. Obviously, I should play knight c7 check. Truthfully. Obviously and truthfully. It's getting more and more tedious. Let's see some more forward moves, never moving backward by black. What's up with e5? Yep. I'm getting mated. Of course. Interesting. All right. You had forced mate with bishop c5. Slightly unnatural game. Not really sure what this is about. Seems strange, doesn't it? He's 1400. Yeah, I wouldn't call them blunders. Guys, please don't say crazy stuff. Queen e4 is not mate. Maybe for me it's mate. Guess I have queen d7 check, actually. Is this even good? My problem was that I missed king f6. You know, I would have played the whole game differently, but I was thinking that I had forced mate, and I forgot that he could go king f6. Now bishop c5 is a huge threat. But I mean, he had mate in 1, practically mate in 2. Slight problem with running out of material here for my opponent. So this is really bad, of course. I had some weird hallucination. He was starting rook h1 mate, so I played knight c7 check. All right. And now, I knew this move was wrong, but I didn't see how rook a7 works. So I played this, and he gets e5, and suddenly he's starting queen h6. And this is my problem now. I played knight c7 check. Is knight d6 check better? Still no forced mate, but on knight d6 check here, I have knight f5. So I thought there was a forced mate here. But not in this variation. I'd have to play knight f5. Like, this is the plan on king d8. You know, here I get mate. But the problem is I need this knight f5 check. So I went to the wrong square. After this, position is a disaster. I don't understand. How am I winning after f3? What? Maybe I don't understand something here. Oh, I was hallucinating. Okay. This bishop can't come out. Duh. So this is my losing move. Queen e8 check. Now I'm lost. Literally lost after queen e8 check. God. You have to play bishop c5 and it's mate. So that's what happens when I wake up in the morning. On the way to work. No, nah. Never ever underestimate your opponent. You can lose any position. Alright, so no more subscribers. Where are they? Troll in a roll. Chess 960? That's not weird openings. This isn't weird openings. This is not even chess. You should be ashamed of yourself. Challenging me to chess 960 on Wednesdays. Six plus 4. Guys, tomorrow... Max, I guess you're new to lichess or something. Because that happens all the time. But it should come back. It should automatically come back. I don't know. There it is. It's back. So Thursday stream, it used to be a problem when the challenges wouldn't come back. You don't have to worry about it now. If you get disconnected, it's your internet. You get disconnected and then reconnect and disconnect and reconnect. That's called your internet connection. So your internet is actually going out like every 5 minutes or whatever, you know, when it's doing that. Where is Troll on a Roll? Dude, where are you? You're first. Is he thinking? Is he actually thinking here? Thursday, Mr. Who is that? Mr. Slowhand, WJ Loof. Guys, tomorrow night for the subscribers, I host a stream where I do game analysis. Do not come to said stream if you have ADD or you don't like thinking. It's an analysis stream. We're going over games requiring deep thought. Troll is not online, so his internet is out too. Strange. Okay, we'll delay this till later. Abort. Guys, so Thursday stream, game analysis here, 6:30 CEST with subscribers. Everyone's welcome to watch. Playing on mobile. 92 games. Alright. My general rule is 100 games. But I guess we'll make an exception. No, they're Slovenian. Team Slovenia. Alright, this is a new opponent. New account. We got to draw the line somewhere. He's got like 97 games. You know, thankfully it's not rated. Because the 1599s tend to play like Grandmasters against me. Don't know why. Let's try the Dunst opening. So again, we're taking submissions for this Thursday analysis stream. I'll send a reminder to the subscribers. I have a thing for rook pawns today. It was in full force yesterday in our Rapid Arena as well. So yeah, bring your friends, man. H5. It's a principled reaction. I doubt it's like the critical test. I would think like knight f6. I would probably like lean toward knight f6 and not commit myself, because it's like if you play h5, it's like the famous saying in English, you know, two wrongs don't make a right. So I don't know if you European foreign speakers know that saying, but like Hungarians probably never heard of this. But it's like, that's my philosophy. H5, okay, it's fine, but like technically H4 is wrong. By playing H5, it's like you justify it. Black probably should try something like knight F6, less committal. You're basically admitting that H4 is a legitimate move by playing H5. C'est la vie. Grandmaster. Grandmaster Flash. Alright. D5. I feel like a grandmaster. I'm that old. An old grandmaster is a grandmaster. Grandmaster. Let's just play bishop g2. I'm going to start taking Tom Brady's new supplements. Former New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady exploiting the pandemic by marketing a new vitamin supplement aimed at helping your immune system boost itself. Something sort of disgusting about that. Alright, bishop g2, knight f6. I don't even know what a Botez is. It would be hard to play the gambit. Oh, G Spites. It's funny though. What is a Botez? I've never heard of it. Is it a chess player? Never heard of them. Are they good? So she's not famed for her chess skills. Is that what you're telling me? I'm famed for my good looks. No, bishop g5 doesn't look right here. What are we doing? Seriously. I don't know. Alright. Famed for talking. A pro talker. Get her a job at Fox News. No, I don't think about a4 here. It's interesting. Black's playing very principled, and it's a 1599. It doesn't bode well for me. It doesn't bode well. They're playing on mobile. 1599. I'm probably going to get crushed. I had a few players like that on mobile yesterday. Only one. I played maybe 10 games anonymously, and I think only one was an engine. It's not bad. Not a bad ratio, really. It's like a badge of honor. Lichess has only 1 in 10. 1 in 10 cheaters. Probably lower than most sites. She's still a better chess player. I never heard of her. I mean, I think someone mentioned the stream before, but I mean, as a chess player, I never heard of her. Maybe as a reality show. But that's what you should do, right? Start a reality show. Why bother involving chess in it? Specific line? Alright. You can tell me what moves to play. Yeah, you can make, like, to an extent. I don't want to, like, have you play your game against yourself. or anything. E4, E5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6, d4, ed4, castles, knight takes e4, knight c3. Knight takes e4, knight c3. Am I supposed to play that with white or black? That's fine. This is some kind of weird King's Indian. That's all I know. Alls I know is... How's my knight on g5? Safe? What about this? Yeah, I mean, the critical move was like knight b4. So hopefully he's not using an engine. It seems really principled player. I just don't like playing people who have 97 games and their name is playing on mobile. And they're pretty fast. Yeah, I've been talking a lot. That was Historic Grin, and the cleavage I recommended to you, plus 1,000 subs. There was some kind of draw there, obviously. I don't have time to watch reality TV. That's a check. Reality TV got us into this mess in the first place. I just want to make everybody aware of that. The world is almost... The world is almost, you know, at the precipice of disaster because of reality TV. So let's promote it some more. Donald Trump was on the brink of bankruptcy. It would have been such a different world, such a better place, had reality TV had not stepped in and changed the future. C'est la vie. C4 is a nice break. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this guy is pretty solid. I mean, 1599? I don't think so. You mean the mobile is playing, I think, is what you mean to say. Yeah, this is too weird. Dubious. Probably an engine. Using an engine for moves. I'm not gonna accept anybody under 100 games anymore. Or even like remotely weird accounts. I don't want to play your stockfish on your mobile phone. That's not interesting. Thank you for the challenge, random guy, but not gonna happen this stream. If I even have the slightest indication of something weird, you're gone. Get out of here, clown. All right, Liam. DK guy, that better not be you. Then I would accept it. You're telling me that was you? I thought it was... DK guy, was that you playing black as a remote? And like you were subtly telling me that, and I just resigned? Alright, I just thought like DK guy was like saying he was that guy. But then you couldn't be 1599. Yeah, sure. Nobody's ever cheated in online chess, Dragonoid. You included. You never cheated. Donald Trump's never told a lie. Any other interesting stuff? Sorry if there's a false positive, but I just can't justify your rating there. All right. It looks like a mobile phone. It's like, whatever, dude. 9/11 is a conspiracy. Sure, whatever you say. If you were like 2000 or something, I wouldn't have been suspicious. But such a mature style of play is not a 1599. I only have 30 years of experience. An extremely mature positional style like that, where you're probably purposely not playing the very best computer moves to kind of water it down. I've never seen that before. That's a very common principle. You just play the second best move instead of the best move. Then no one will ever detect you're a computer. Nobody's ever thought of that before. Trying to think of something unusual to play here. I had to play something unusual. That's the point. But I played d5 like last week. Occasionally I'm going to get a false positive, and if you're that false positive, I apologize. I will be occasionally wrong. But there's so many people trying to cheat and troll me that I've become, a little bit... If I smell anything weird, I'm going to just resign or abort the game. I'm just tired of wasting my time against these trolls. So, again, like once in a while, somebody might be innocent and just have coincidentally made me suspicious. If you're that person, I apologize. But for the most part, I don't apologize. If you play like a mobile phone, I'm just going to resign. Or if your name has mobile in it, I'm going to resign automatically. I'm trying to think of something fun to play here. I don't know. Alright, we'll do it. I did this against somebody else, but I was afraid it can't possibly have been Liam. And what would the chances be? Automobile. Yeah, every 1599 who has 97 games and plays subtle positional moves, I'm going to take at face value. So I'm going to have to like raise the bar 200 games or something. 97 is just not enough, to be sure. I have to take with the queen. So this is a known line. Nigel Short played this with white. The great Nigel Short. Sorry. I mean, all respect for Nigel's play. But this is like a secondary refutation of this variation. Most people play bishop b5. I don't think there's an outright refutation. Like, Liam didn't refute it at all. Black might be slightly better here. I remember the first time I saw this, it was in the early 90s. Some guy, Smetan. But it's funny because it wasn't the IM Smetan from Argentina. It was like his brother came to a tournament in the United States and played this thing, and I was like, what is that? You can play D5? I didn't know you could play D5. But that's cool. But it's not really... I mean, it's good for a Blitz opening for Black, I think. Not what I would call like a trustworthy variation that I would play on a regular basis here. Should I play Bishop C5? It's kind of a pity. But still, I need to get developed. Yeah, center, king. Black slightly better. But not much. Alright, now. Rook B5. Rook B5. Yes. I think. There's a problem though. If Rook B5 he has C4 takes, and that's fine. Probably okay. I wouldn't call it a huge center. It's up there. Sizable would be a better word. Considerable. Huge is getting closer to like massive. Rook B1 a logical move. Damn. But I can't play Rook B8. So what am I supposed to do? Baron's in chess. We need to get to work on the badges. we need to get to work on the badges. Rook A B1. Thank you for the donation. I've got the bamboo up, but the others didn't work. Alright. Rook B6. Out of time. No, I don't think it's that big. Something like the advantage that my opponent had against me after 15 moves last game. The mobile phone had plus 1.5 after 15 moves. That's standard for a 1599 player. What's wrong with this? The knight is sort of annoying. Lurking around trying to fork me. Structure favors black. Bigger pawn island is almost usually better. This is one of the only places where I would have to agree with Donald Trump. Bigger is generally better when it comes to pawn structures. I have this island of 5, but they're working together. That's the point. I'm just not going to play 1500s anymore. They make these 2086s look weak. Double threat. In defense of Liam, I think he plays a little too fast. No, it's just on my mind because I never play on my mobile, but last night I was playing some anonymous games with the mobile. Actually, it's really bad. I couldn't go to sleep. It's really good if you want to be like sort of having insomnia. Start playing chess like when you're trying to go to sleep. It's a great idea. Oh, you have that. Master has that. Whoa. What am I doing? I forgot about the time. He lulled me into his... I could have taken his rook. Jeez. That was just a pure coincidence that his rook was there. Now I have to win the game all over again. Alright. He's very fast. I guess I should have taken his rook. I got a little flustered. I forgot about the clock. At the critical moment, really. But his structure is a disaster. Oh, you're threatening a little trick there. I see. Second time, you're not going to fool me. It was like a delayed reaction. No. I think Liam could be a good player, but he's rushing a little bit too much. I think he's just pushing himself to play faster than he should. You've got a lot of extra time, a minute more than me. If you just slow down a little bit, you could play more like your true strength. Troll and a roll. But that opening is interesting, by the way. You know, this is a variation, as I said. Knight takes c6, takes. See, I have to take with the queen because of bishop e5 check. And now you just play knight c3. And that's the endgame. That's the variation that Short played, I think, among other players here. And then I have to go to this endgame. Yeah, Short versus Zhuzha. 1993. She actually drew, which is impressive. Technical endgame. White is a little bit better. Eirik Gullikson. Check evaluation around move 15. Minus 0.8. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would expect. Not like 1.5, you know. Astrobate submitted a game for Thursday commentary. Alright. Guys, we got to finish 15 minutes early today, so I'm only streaming till about 1:15, 1:20 at the latest. I have some video I have to make, an audio video. Wednesdays is my recording afternoon. Troll and a roll. Max Miralles gets first. Liam, thanks for playing. You're not 6 away. I've just got to play Miralles and Troll. Wait, what? No, Troll skipped ahead of you. What's Troll doing? Oh, he's back. Okay. I thought I already played Troll, but we didn't actually play. Miralles. Not very many games this week. You've got Mr. Slowhand, WJ Loof, and Astrobate. I have to send a reminder to everybody. Got you a Grob. Troll didn't skip ahead. He just aborted his game from earlier. So Morales is playing d4 with white now. Interesting. Normally, Antonio plays e4 religiously. So how can he play d4? Tempo down. That's the question. Why did you have to resend your challenge? You shouldn't have to resend any challenges. It should just come back. Practice games against the bird. On your mobile phone, right? But you literally play practice games against the bird? Against like the computer? Oh, you have to send a re-challenge with the right color. Bird is the word. I hear the birds now. Your birds on the roof. I live on the roof. Well, near the roof. Not literally on the roof. So it's a Leningrad Dutch. I always wanted to play the Dutch. If I would play the Dutch, I would play the Leningrad. Because it's closest to the King's Indian, which is an opening I played for a long, long time. I feel like the Dutch Leningrad and King's Indian are basically the same thing, in a sense. But sometimes I'm sitting here and I start feeling like I'm playing the closed Sicilian. I don't really like the closed Sicilian. Yeah, I mean, white can benefit from not having put the knight on c3. We have more flexibility, but I mean, the knight itself does need to get into the game. That's rarely d2. And Morales getting all serious with me here. e4, e5. Can I play like knight e5? My friend Galyash Miklos had a Leningrad, well, Bird's opening not that long ago in a similar position. He played something like this. Does this work? There was a game in the GM tournament. I was playing an IM tournament in February. I was a house player in an IM tournament. There was a GM tournament. Miklos had a game like this against an FM. Could have even been the exact same position, but I don't think so. Doesn't seem exactly right. But I remember he sacked a rook. He went crazy. Knight d7. Undeveloping. But that looks like a good test. What am I supposed to do? Very consistent play by black. Knight c3. Yeah, I understand what I don't like about this. I think I have to play e4. I wonder if I could sack the exchange. Hopefully it won't come to that. Basically, Morales plays the Grand Prix attack with white. How do you feel? How do you feel being black against your own thing? You know, that sort of pawn advance. He says bad. I feel bad. I'm not sure I did this right, but it looks reasonable. It is a lot like a closed. I mean, it's all it is. Every time I play the Birds opening, I end up playing the closed Sicilian. You can't really have an independent opening when you play f4. Like, it has to become something else, practically. Okay. I mean, is it true then? I mean, is basically... Is the Dutch defense in a way like a closed Sicilian? Now, f5 is forced. I feel like it's forced to shut the black pieces down. I wish my knight was already like on f3 right about now. Knight on b1 isn't doing a whole lot here. So, rook takes, pawn takes, or no takes. Man, his center, look at that. The L. It's like a bracket. How'd you get so many pawns? Damn. It's a lot of pawns. Well, I don't want this to get... It is Horde, exactly. I never played Horde, but I've seen the games. I bet he's a mean Horde player. Connect 4. I took a corner out. It's like a giant Tetris. That one was violating my side of the board. I mean, I could play pawn takes, and the f-pawn might be dangerous, but also he has counterplay here. It's a tough call. I mean, I bet this is playable. It's not as easy to play, though. c4 is an interesting move. Very interesting move. Well, my king has just got to get out of here. Wow. Knight c5 direct. Nice job. Wow, dude. Pigeons. No. Bad pigeons. I'm just screwed immediately. Oh, that sucks. Man, I'm just screwed. How did this happen so fast? It's crazy. He's a genius. That's the problem with having a rooftop apartment. Pigeons start parking up there. And yeah, well, the rest is pretty obvious. You can guess. Use your imaginations. Yes. He found that move. I've been joking about pigeon upskirting. But I don't hurt the little guys. I should do what the chess master in Harvard Square used to do. Get a water gun. Squirt them. Murray. Alright, so now what do we do? I want an ambulance emote. Maybe Berenson can hook me up with that. Can we get an ambulance emote, maybe? Badge? I know it's not really an emote we're talking about. Can we get ambulance badges? Do I take with a rook or the queen? I'm talking about the badges, I guess, right? Queen takes, knight takes e4 is going to be a problem. Okay, I have tricks. What's this? You don't need that, do you? We're going to start taking donations for a water pistol. Want to get one of those. Submachine gun style water pistols. Okay. Can you leave me alone now? It could be kind of problematic. Kind of problematic. Now what's he threatening? What? Now we have serious problems. Such a swindle. I had to be winning. Finds every move. Alright, you're probably winning here, but it takes excellent technique. I'm lucky not to lose. You'd lost a number of games in a row, so the draw is not too bad. The way you've been trending. I guess I was lost. I don't know. I guess I was just lost here, right? Objectively, he just didn't have the time to find like the technical win or whatever. Funny, the computer doesn't see anything immediate. It's got to allow some scary variation. I mean, that's easy to say, like, when your flag is hanging, you know. Just play king f7. Okay, Antonio, good game. But check this out. What did he miss? Something obvious? He had bishop takes f8. Oh, and queen d5. Was that what you were trying to say? Of course. No, I mean, it's a normal game now. He just blundered that. There's no reason for this. Oh, rook takes f7? What? 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 On rook takes f7, what? Oh, he has queen d5? He has a win? So rook takes f7 is a mistake for me. Or to just, yeah. So that means I should have taken with the rook on f1 and not sacrificed his pawn. Yep. I mean, this was obviously the other option. I'm too underdeveloped to get away with this grab. I've got no development over there. It's a big problem. So instead of like winning the game, he lost a piece. All right. Thanks for pointing that out, DK Guy. Because I don't have time to stop at every moment in the games. You know, it's useful when someone points out important stuff. Appreciate it. Yeah, intuitively, I was down to 10 seconds and I felt it was dangerous, but I didn't see anything clear. A queen f2 instead of rook f3. Well, not here. This is a great move, c4. Funny though, why didn't I take here? Or at least consider it? I just was scared I was getting underdeveloped. But I'm too afraid of ghosts. This is a very sharp position. No, it shouldn't be your turn, Max. It's still Troll's turn. He had the game before you that didn't get started yet. Alright, let's go, Troll. He was before you before. He's still before you. Alright, e4. And, he's always occupying the center in chess 960. Why does it seem like the center is more important in chess 960? I guess it's just that I don't think about it as concretely in normal chess. Openings are so established. You've got less to go on. I just feel like the center is just so much more formative. Maybe because the like less stable king position. I don't know what it is. Just feels like the center takes on more importance in chess 960. The physical occupation of the center. C3. I hate chess 960. I'm willing to do it though because I feel that it can hurt your game. I mean, it probably makes you stronger. It's like that expression, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm not sure I believe in that, but we're a little too Jair Bolsonaro with that expression. But I think it's actually, it can be constructive to your game. Now, Troll's playing a bit weirdly here. F3, C3. Not his normal incisive chess 960 self. Now D4. A little hesitation with F3, then D4. I just feel, DK Guy, that I struggle because I'm a hyper-modern style player in normal chess, and somehow it doesn't feel like hyper-modernism works as well in chess 960. Maybe it's just me. The ambulance was sent. So Berenson donated today. Hoping to get an ambulance sub badge. Now that I'm in Budapest full time, we can enjoy the environment with ambulances 12 months out of the year. Because before I only had it. The United States, my problem was lawnmowers. A little bit of Plants vs. Zombies theme there. But here in Budapest, it's mostly pigeons and ambulances. How's my bishop doing? Pieces that are blocked in. Very angry and powerful. No, I mean, I had huge issues with lawnmowers where I was located with noise. At least I'm on the 4th floor of a building where lawnmowers are not an issue. Hungarians aren't crazy with lawnmowers. Americans have this like obsession with mowing their lawns. Would be good material for a stand-up comedian. What a racket that industry is. I like how in Massachusetts, where I lived, Governor Charlie Baker, he says that like landscaping is an essential business. Wait, what? Landscaping is essential? Okay. Seems really essential. It's essential if you have a lot of friends in the industry, I guess. Or your voters are mostly landscapers. I don't know what to do. It seems like one of the most unnecessary things of all time. Rich people who have like nothing better than to like spend thousands of dollars to perfectly manicuring their lawn. It's essential for them to have their lawn mowed like twice a week or something. I don't know what to do here. One thing that's funny, like the other day I saw an ad on online, like an automatic ad I guess I was targeted by, for like electric lawnmower with a cord. When was the last time you see like people in America using like corded electric mowers? Here it's like common if you go to a village or something in Hungary. I mean, benzene or petrol is really expensive in Europe as opposed to the United States, so people like can't afford to like fill up their lawnmower with gas. It's a lot more expensive. So it makes sense that people have electric lawnmowers. In the United States, like I think we had one in the 80s at one point. You can't take the money with you when you die. Oh, that's right. That's why I tell people not, to use their time. the Egyptian school of time management. They think that they take the time onto the next game. Absolutely, though, live for chess. I agree. You can't take it with you. I mean, if you have no one to pass it on to, I kind of understand. I had this like like hand mower, old school. I bought like an old school lawnmower that was like, push powered. And my neighbor's looking at me like I was a freak. But I kind of enjoyed it. It was good exercise. I love it when like the old senior citizens have like ride-a-mowers to do this like little patch of grass in their front yard. These old men. They think they're like a sea captain or something driving around on their little tractor. It's so pathetic. And they're making all this noise, like an otherwise peaceful neighborhood would be like really enjoyable. Then like this neighbor is like blasting you out with this huge tractor mower with like a MAGA hat on or something. People are just bored. They have nothing better to do than spend hours like mowing their lawn. I love going on diatribes. This is ridiculous. We're like hiding behind our little fences here. I love Chess 960. This is such a fun game. Now we know why real chess is popular and Chess 960 isn't. This game is like a definition of that. Troll likes this better than normal chess. I'd really rather like stick needles in my eyes than play games like this repeatedly. We're just like shuffling around our pieces behind a little wall with no tactics or anything dynamic and fun here. Shuffling. No, we've got to open it up. Look at him. He's in the little pocket, the air pocket behind the pawn structure. My pieces are a little better spaced, but it's subtle. How's your air pocket doing? Do you have enough air in there? Do you need some more oxygen, troll? Your oxygen levels are getting low. Maybe an ambulance would be called for. I'm running out of things to do here. I can't take it anymore. Seriously, I mean, this is just annoying. Make it stop. The Master Shuffler. DK guy, you really did your lawn yesterday? To make the wife happy? Chess is my wife. That was one of Korchnoy's famous sayings. We had a local legend in New England, John Curdo. He's like 80s now. I think at one point he divorced his wife and he claimed that like he chose chess. Like he literally said he chose chess over his wife. But the good news is that later he remarried to a woman who actually really accepted accepted in being a chess player. I think her son was a chess player. Actually, a good one. Alright, guys. So, fully developed. Can we come out now? From behind our little zones? I would quit chess if I had to play games like this every time. I wouldn't even like the game. Just troll on a roll. You're not even a subscriber. Why am I accepting your Chess 960? Like, if I was a subscriber, I would feel guilty. I have to accept his Chess 960, but he's only a former subscriber. Damn, F4. Wow. Alright. Let's get it over with. It's like taking some kind of chloroxyquine or whatever. Taking my medicine. This is so fun. He's 1508. Yeah. Plays like it. Very 1508. Now what? And he's faster too. He used to be slow, but one day he just woke up and started playing faster. Now he's got queen takes e4, threatening mate on h7. No. Not really. Looks like equal. Troll, did you get faster? Or is it just my imagination? How does he only have 9.5 points out of 112 games? Mostly it was like losing on time in equal positions. Maybe some sort of simple tactical mistakes sometimes. Damn it. Damn it, I had bishop takes a2 check. Speaking of simple tactical mistakes. I had a 3-move combination there. Bishop a2, king a2, rook e4. Pretty easy to see. This is a complex king and pawn, excuse me, queen and rook endgame. King and pawn. It's a sort of Freudian slip. I don't think king and pawn is really what I want here. See, this is where he just loses on time. This is why he has 9.5 to 103.5. So like lose on time in equal positions, sort of. There must have been a call came in or something. He's actually slightly better here, but I missed the golden opportunity. Kicking myself. I saw it. I was even doing puzzles yesterday. I saw it just a move late. Man, that sucks. That was an extremely boring game. Alright, Max finally gets to play. We got a rated challenge from somebody. Oh, yes. No games. 1500 provisional. No. And the wrong time control. Alright, Max finally gets to play. Max, let me review the moves again. Scotch. Gambit, right? I have to play black. I'm taking knight takes e4. Yeah, you said it before, but I forgot now. Okay. What is that? The Wilkes-Barre variation? Or something? Unusual openings. Well, I wouldn't call this too unusual, but maybe the follow-up gambit is. This is actually really popular. You could just set up the position. Yeah, challenge by position. I don't normally do this, but it's a hell of a sight better than Chess 960. Seriously, after the game with Troll, like, I hate Chess 960 even more. I already hated it, but after that game... Wait, what did you write in there? Castles, knight takes e4, knight c3. Oh, I was wondering what this was. Right, because it's like normally knight takes e4, rook e1, d5, bishop d5, queen d5, knight c3, blah, blah, blah. So this is some crazy thing. It's logical in a weird, sort of messed up way. So pawn c3, queen d5, knight d6. Pawn c3, bishop f7 was that you were talking about that, right? If knight f6, knight g5, d5, it's like a messed up fried liver. Knight f6, knight g5, d5, knight d5, knight d5, knight f7 or something. So black has to somehow play this in a way not to lose the initiative completely. The first variation is pawn takes c3, bishop f7, king f7, queen d5 check. That must be critical. That at least makes him give up some of his attacking pieces. Queen d5 check. I gotta go back to e8 probably. It does seem like he has a raging initiative there. If I play knight f6, then it's knight g5. For example, knight f6, knight g5, knight e5, rook e1. Problems abound here for black. Bob might have died again, I'm thinking. I don't know what James will do. Then what's he going to do? He'll have no meaning in life. I have to take the knight with a pawn. Well, I mean, I just wanted to play the best move. Sorry. You know. I mean, I don't know. I wanted to actually figure out what the best move was. Knight d6 is interesting, though. Knight d6. Rook e1 check, bishop e7. I mean, there's also bishop g5, but I would assume knight d6, rook e1, bishop e7, knight d5, something like that. Bob was here yesterday? Really? Oh, well, I missed it. He played in the tournament? Because I don't want to lose. I thought the object of the game was to win, Max. Maybe I'm mistaken. It doesn't say, like, you know, weird openings, losing on purpose, or what is the title of my stream? Help me lose on purpose? I don't think so. He was very silent. Yeah, there's something wrong. I think it was his mom. Because he passed away, she had to log in on his account for him. On his behalf. No, frankly, Max, I'm sorry, but knight, like pawn takes knight, bishop f7 looks very dangerous. I didn't really want to lose, if I can help it. I'm happy to look at that, though, you know, after the game, see how it works. But it looks too dangerous. Like, where's my king going to go? Out to g6 or something? I looked at it for like 2 minutes, you know, frankly. Knight d6 has only been played one game. Knight c3 one game, black won. SP against Vogue in 1977. And knight d takes c3 has been played twice, with black not winning either game. We give the engine a minute here. King f6, see, I have to play like king f6. I would never feel okay about that. I looked at king g6. Yeah, but I didn't like this position. I have to play like here. This is winning. Now rook e1. Olaf Sepp lost to a 2200. It's already like alpha 0, dropping down to 0.5. Miralles would win 100% of the games he played against me in the simul here. That's why I play 96. Like, I don't want to lose. It's that simple. You know, my self-preservation instinct is so Dmitry did 96, and he's the highest rated of the players who faced this. Although I think that's probably a USCF rating, obviously. Maybe not, though. He might have got up to 2487. Never became a GM, but it's possible he was 2487 max. I think he quit playing. But no, I mean, do what you want, but you can't force me to put my king on the 6th rank or something. I don't like trust this. But yeah, I mean, in the game you've got to play. This is part of the variation, dude. You got to play this. This is the move. Knight d5. This is fun too. Totally interesting. Knight takes c4, queen e2 check. I mean, you have that at the very minimum. But the engine says even rook e1 check. Yeah, that's pretty much what I figured. You can even play bishop g5, maybe. Apparently that's unsound. But you've got good compensation. I have to give a piece back. But again, I think I make a good practical decision here. I'm sorry I didn't go along with it. But I mean, frankly, I probably would have lost. This all looks forced, rook e1. And now black has to be extremely careful. So The first game here is interesting. There's some Spanish players I don't know. 2019, Queen F6. It's always possible this is a correspondence chess game. Though, you know, it would be very likely, in fact, a weird opening like this would arise in correspondence. But the engine thinks this is dubious. After a while, it comes around. Does anybody know if these are real over the board players? Damn, look at this variation. D5, rook E7, knight E7, rook E1. I could play C takes B2 here. Then bishop E7, I guess. Yeah, it's a really dangerous practical line for white. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think I had seen that move before. Everybody plays rook E1. What is this called? Is this the Wilkes-Barre variation? Double gambit accepted. I get my openings. My E45, I don't know that well. I get it confused. Rated unlimited? No. Okay. So Asmir is not a subscriber, right? Berenson is. We're going to take his challenge. I appreciate Berenson donating and also helping with the subscriber badges. The Knock Manson gambit. No relation to Nakamura or Charles Manson. Intended. Is that the Botez variation? What is her name? All right. C4. Now we need something creative. You played correspondence chess in the 90s? When I started playing chess in the late 80s, I was very tempted to try correspondence chess. That would have been cool before computers became strong. You know, I think by the 90s it's already too late. So what do I want to do is play something interesting. G4. We'll transpose back into something mainline. Find something interesting here. Oh no. Oh no, how do I get something weird against the Budapest Gambit? I started playing knight h3, that's already weird. Fresh out of ideas. I don't know what to do. How do you have a weird opening against the Budapest Gambit? Everybody knows, like, declining it. We're just going to transpose to something lame after that. Maybe A3. How about A3? Subtle positional move, preventing bishop E4 check. We were three guys helping each other with analysis. Adjourned games I did. I'm younger than you, DK guy, but I probably had... The last time was in a tournament in Canada where the power went out that I had an adjournment. 1999, North Bay, Ontario. The power went out during the tournament, and so all the games had to be adjourned till the next morning. That was weird. And everybody had, like, computers with battery power so they could analyze their games with their laptops with battery power. That was really weird. This doesn't look right. B5. I'm suspicious. But heck, why not? How about my queen in the center? Twilight Zone chess. That would be a different stream. Now this is something of a threat. It's going a little too far now. I'm taking it a little too far. I think I probably had maybe like 5 adjourned games. 5 or 6, something like that. Queen d6. Taking rooks is my speciality. It's like the Sicilian wing gambit where Shirazi lost in 5 moves against Jack Peters. I guess he was up all night playing backgammon or something. I don't know how else like an IM could lose a rook in 5 moves. Well, I mean, it's happened, but maybe not resign here. Could whip up some sort of weird... You do have some traps and mates to play for. It was too much, though. I wonder if A3's ever been played seriously. No. No, I mean, the point is this. You didn't let me play my intended gambito, counter gambit. Yeah, I mean, this is... What I want to do is basically play a kind of Scandinavian gambit. Looks dubious, though. What about d5? Then I have takes and check on b5? How about this, seriously? Well, surprisingly, this is okay for white. Or is it? Anyway, that's what I intended to play. I'm trying to play a gambit myself. You wouldn't let me. No, we used to play like our club championship in Boston. Long time controls. The normal like weekly club tournaments were like 3 or 4 hour time controls. But when we would have the club championship every year, they were like, this is in the early 90s. I had a number of adjournments because they were like 6-7 hour games, you know, being played on weeknights. So typically you got to time control at 4 hours. We'd have to adjourn the game. We'd play like 6 to 10 p.m. and adjourn and then finish the game another time. One time I had a game where I didn't show up for the adjournment and I got forfeited, and I was really pissed about it because I lived like 2 blocks from the chess club, and they could have called me and told me, you know, dude, it's an adjournment coming. Wake up or whatever, you know, don't forget about the adjournment, but nobody did. I'd never forfeited a game in my life except for that. I'm kind of proud of that record. Not that I recall, you know, I just don't think I've ever forfeited a game in my life. So this is a normal line again. I want to play something unusual here. Let's play h5. We could transpose to a Najdorf type English attack position. This move I don't get. I don't like it in general, but I'm not sure what it has to do with h5. But I don't want to be a preacher, but I am a preacher here. When the opponent plays a strange move, or an unprincipled move like h5, that should be a time when you take your time to try to ask yourself, what's wrong with that move, and how can I take advantage of it? Here he sort of reflexively makes the first, you know, exchange he can find. But I don't understand the connection between knight takes c6 and h5. I don't see that you're doing anything in principle to take advantage of my unusual move. Maybe you have an idea. that I didn't see. But I don't like knight takes c6 in general. I had some interesting... I also learned a lot from my adjourned games, DK Guy, although there was just a handful of them. I remember there was some really, really cool... The best part about doing adjournments was the cool endgames. And I had a couple. I remember 2 that I saved really, really borderline endgames. Because of the adjournment, I had the extra time to analyze it with a computer. You know, even back in the early 90s, the engines were strong enough to be useful. Put the computer on overnight to analyze these endgames. One was really technical. I was able to save those endgames that were so close to lost that I probably would have lost had it not been adjourned. On 2 occasions, I remember very clearly the Boylston Chess Club Championship in Boston around 1991, 92. It's a long time ago. So white gives up the knight on d4. I mean, that's the thing. Like, that piece, when you think about it, is your best piece in a way. That and the bishop on e3. I mean, these 2 pieces. The dark squared bishop in the Sicilian, generally, because your pawn's on white squares. This bishop's usually better than the white squared bishop. More important, anyway. And the knight in the center. If I have to play e5 to kick your knight off of d4, I'm weakening squares. You forgot your analysis on move 2. That's funny. It's a bad feeling. Guys, what time is it? I'm gonna be streaming for about another 20 minutes or so. I've got to record some video, but so we're gonna leave about 10 minutes early today. I'm gonna be back on Thursday with analysis stream. My favorite. I think the tournament and analysis stream are my favorite streams. I like playing Blitz and Simul's, but playing is more stressful than analyzing. And well, still, I like the Tuesday night. Yesterday went well. It was a good tournament. But please submit, if you are a subscriber, please submit games for analysis. White doesn't really have any sort of compensation here for the sacrificed Gyalog. Gyalog is pawn in Hungarian. It's actually a pretty good square on c7. Possible only because I have bishop g3, h4. My king is able to take up an active position in the endgame. Preferable to say e8 if white doesn't have any sort of like tactic and the bishop doesn't really have a good place to go. You know, I wasn't even thinking about f2, but that's going to fall. So white is just lost. Barons in chess, a3, yeah, my idea was to play the gambit. Take on d4, knight f3, c5, e3. It's probably not that good. So here we just have very good active king in the endgame and a pawn plus and the bishop pair. Birds are the words. Not really sure where to put my bishop here. This bothers me. It bothers me that he could have a very good position for his bishop on c4. It's also a great defender when it goes here to b3. It blocks threats for black along the b file. I mean, white still has practical chances even though he's down a pawn. This is a reasonable try. I like, for him, knight e4. Sort of an advanced move. He has knight c5 ideas. That's nasty too. Knight e4 is extremely strong. I have to make some kind of concession. There's just no easy way to deal with both of these problems. Let's let him decide. Yeah, this is... Let him decide what he's going to do. I don't like this, though. I don't like this for me. I really don't know what my best move was there. But knight e4 was an excellent move. I've got time for maximum one more game. I don't even have time for that, but just barely. So I think knight c5 was better. Because it would give him threats of penetrating here at d7. Knight g5 is tempting, but not as good as knight c5. b3 to play bishop c4, I guess. My pawn on g8, fine by me. Pawn on g8 has to go. I think if we look at the game afterwards, you'll see that knight c5 was a lot stronger than knight g5. It might be enough to pose serious problems. That black is even better. But now he has a very bad endgame. Down a pawn with too many isolated nuggets. King and pawn game should be... I mean, I do have a double pawn here myself. The king and pawn game should be winning for black. I assume. Well, I want to look at knight c5. Because I don't think this is that bad for him. It's actually closer than I thought. But it's true. It takes Stockfish a little bit to catch up with me. Humans can make shortcuts in analysis. It's just a question whether we do it right. We miss something important or not. And this is a better try. And then I don't know. The problem is if I go back to c8, he has bishop c4 now. This was a really cool idea though. Rook h6. I saw this. Black is still better, but it's not so easy, you know, for me to win after that. So, all right, it's 1:05. Bonatrophy, thanks for joining. Haven't seen him in a while. Bonatrophy, you're not a subscriber, are you? If you are a subscriber, you get to play first. Does anybody know? I don't like get myself an email of my subscribers. He hasn't been around in a long time. Probably he's not. But I just want to be fair. If he was a subscriber, I would let him play first. No answer. Okay. So Osmir is next in line. I think we have like a front or something. I feel really sleepy. Dog, shut up. Outside, dog. There's one little dog. Our building doesn't have too many dogs. I eliminated the others. But, yeah, I haven't seen you in a long time. I was thinking about our Greek friends here. Jim is around from time to time, but he's busy working a lot. Alright, no, seriously. Let's try something later on. Not a lot of options. Let's see what he does. Dogs, pigeons, ambulance. Exactly. So he plays an unusual move here, A6. Dogs, pigeons, ambulance, church bells. But they're all better than lawnmowers. I have to admit, even the ambulances aren't as bad as the lawnmowers. Lawnmowers are just like in your face. You can't get rid of it. It's continuous. At least the ambulances sort of fade away after like a minute or two. We'll try to reflect these annoying sounds in our sub badges. A6, what is this? I can play knight takes. You can go endgame land with pawn takes. What's this? Hyper modern chess. You can sacrifice a pawn with knight d5. Black would have a little bit of compensation, maybe. I have the feeling bishop c4 is the right idea here. Try to be as coffee house as possible. I was just criticizing Mike for playing knight takes c6, but it's a different position. This is a situation where I'm looking for direct and concrete evidence of alien life. Queen h5, anybody? Queen h5, d5. I don't know, Queen a5 looks like our standard catchphrase. Queen a5 is always bad. I can play f4. Worst comes to worse. I was hoping for something more dynamic. Probably we want to develop. This goes contrary to playing. We're not exactly playing for mate here. Yes, I'm sacrificing a pawn. I didn't really think this out. Maybe I didn't think this out enough. Yeah, you have that move. I mean, it's looking a little bit over the top, dude. Does that seem a little over the top to you guys? Do you believe him? You're giving me a lot of tempo development Tempos. No. My head hurts. I think it's the humidity. Fun. Well, I mean, I guess I win a piece. He's got queen takes b2 at the end of the day. So I'm not sure that's even best. Castle's queenside looks pretty strong. It looks pretty strong. What would Asterbate do? I mean, obviously I should probably take on f8 check, but I didn't see a forced win. e6. Doggone it. Doggy. This has got to be the best. Oh, my bishop's hanging. Wait a minute. It doesn't matter. All right, we'll take it. Sold. Because bishop d6, he has king b6. It's not that easy. But this way keeps him in jail. Now where's the mate? There is a mate, right? Rook a6. This doesn't look healthy. Unhealthy. Probably not the most efficient mate. He should have played knight h6, right? Instead of d6, you try knight h6. No, not this move. King d8, queen f7 check, king d8, castles queenside, knight h6. I'm pretty sure that black is losing, but I didn't see exactly how there's like a forced win. Yeah, I'm not going to take challenges from random noobs. My son's favorite word. Noob. He's constantly calling me a noob. Oh, this is mate. This is beautiful. Always mate with the lowest denomination of material. Knight b5. I'm a noob. But what happened in the opening here? Guys, I gotta go a little early today. I want to check this out before I leave. So what is this a6 business? Correct. So I think you should try to grovel for a draw in this endgame, honestly. Your best chance of survival is to do this. It's not fun, but it's possible that you can draw. Play like Juan possessed here. I would think that would be the best chance. But after knight c6, knight c6, bc6, e5. Yeah, I mean, you can sack a pawn if you want to with knight d5. Fodre Sándor, an old Hungarian FM. He was on my team at one point. Rook b8. Apicella. Probably a friend of Blobix. e6. Master, does that work? Does that work? Seriously? Wow. Yeah, the idea is this. Check, g6, and a rook fork, which is pretty nice. So, understandably, black plays knight g8. And now it looks like bishop c4 is the main move. And black played queen a5 novelty. And I didn't know what to do here. So I played bishop f4. Certainly not a bad move. Black greedily played for the tactic here. Queen d4. Very important theoretical position now. I'm threatening bishop takes f7 check. You should have played e6. But instead, you played c5, losing. Queen d5, bishop e7. And now, it's a tough call. I castled. And he should have played knight h6. He's only -7. Instead, king c7, e6, here. And now, rook takes d6. And this was the best move. Wow. Okay. So this was close to a good game by me. Let's see what the engine says. I gotta go, guys. Maybe acerbate my hunt for the eternal perfect game. This is up there. 0-0-0, 9 pawn loss. Let's see if we can get it. All zeros. 9 pawn loss. 7. I think I might have beaten Acerbate's all-time best with this game. 0-0. So I'm warmed up now. Easy E. Easy E. Alright, guys, gotta go. Acerbate, thanks for the game. Thanks for the game submission, for Thursday. Guys, don't forget, Thursday night we have a stream where I'm going over subscriber games. So please submit some, because we don't have enough for this week. Alright, I'm out of here. I gotta leave a little bit early today. We will check you out tomorrow night with our subscriber stream, 6:30 p.m. CEST. Hey, everybody. Don't forget your mask, okay? Still, be safe. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Take care.